Hello, student. Good morning. How are you all? I hope you are fine and healthy. Today we will study snapshot second chapter, the address, written by Marga Menko. She was an author, a journalist. She was born on 31st March 1920, is a Dutch journalist and writer. Her real surname was Menko, but officially and accidentally switched the first vowel. During the World War, the German Hitler जिसको कहते हैं invade Holland where 90% of people were Jews. एंड नाजीज आर्मी जो थी वो पकड़ कर ज्यूस को मार रही थी. ओके, सो मैनी ऑफ द ज्यूस फ्लीड रेन अवे, भाग गए वहाँ से, फियर टू अदर कंट्रीज. Thousands were imprisoned in concentration camp. You can see in the picture the condition of the concentration camp was very poor, or the worst condition of the Jews in the concentration camp. Thousands were imprisoned and many of the people were killed by the Nazi army. In this lesson, a woman and her little daughter had also to leave their home because they were Jews. The woman left all her things with a woman known to her, and that lady given all her possessions to one of the lady. After some time, the woman died. However, her daughter remembered the place where she used to live with her mother. Long after the war, she came to the town where she used to live with her mother. She went to meet that woman whom her mother had left all her things. But the woman refused to recognize her because she didn't want to return the things she had taken. In this story, the daughter describes how she felt during that visit, and later on another visit. Okay, the narrator of the story is the daughter herself. Okay, so daughter is writing or narrating a story. She wanted whatever belonging to her and her mother's. She went there, and what will happen? We will study. This short story is a poignant. Poignant means sharply account of a daughter who goes in search of her mother's belonging after the war in Holland. When she finds them, the objects evoke memories. Means जो भी memories थी अपने मम्मी के टाइम की, मदर के टाइम की, वो पूरी जागृत हो जाती है. Whatever the memories of her earlier life. However, she decides to leave them all behind and resolve to move on. Resolve to move on means she decided to go forward in her life. She does not want to recall or remember all the things which were belongs to her mother. She decided to move on. जब वो चीज़ें लेने जाती है वहाँ पर, तब वो जो लेडी थी, सी रिफ्यूज टू गिव द थिंग्स. सो नरेटर्स मदर्स बिलोंगिंग्स वर देर. नरेटर की मदर ने उस लेडी को संभालने के लिए चीज़ें दी थी कि ताकि जब वर्ल्ड वॉर ख़त्म हो जाए तब वो उससे वापस ले लेगी. नाउ नरेटर्स मदर डाइड. नाउ नरेटर जो है वो डिसाइड करती है कि वो वापस वो लेडी से चीज़ें ली जाए, और उसको शी ऑल्सो रिमेंबर द एड्रेस, उसको एड्रेस भी याद था. एंड इन दिस वे सी वेंट टू दैट एड्रेस. वो एड्रेस पर वो जाती है. डू यू स्टिल नो मी? आई आस्क्ड. नरेटर आस्क्ड दैट लेडी. The woman looked at me searchingly. Means she didn't recognize the narrator, so she was just searching that who that lady was. She had opened the door a chink. Chink means little bit. एक थोड़ा सा ही उसने खोला. She didn't open the door, the whole door. I came closer and stood up on the step. So narrator stood up on the step and she asked, "No, I don't know you." That lady said that she didn't know the narrator. "I am Mrs. S. daughter." Narrator said that she was the daughter of Mrs. S. She held her hand on the door as though she wanted to prevent it opening any further. That lady kept her hand on the door. She wanted that narrator should not enter into the house. Her face gave absolutely no sign of recognition, and here narrator showed that lady Absolutely, there was no sign of any recognition on her face. She kept staring at me in silence, and that lady staring and gazing at the narrator. Perhaps I was mistaken. I thought perhaps it isn't. I had seen her only once, fleetingly, and that was years ago. Narrator even could not know exactly that lady because once she saw her when that lady was passing by. जब वो जा रही थी तब उसको देखा था. That is why जो narrator है couldn't know that lady exactly. It was most probable that I had rung the wrong bell. Now narrator thought that it was maybe wrong address, or maybe she rung the doorbell which was wrong. The woman let go of the door and stepped to the side. She was wearing my mother's green knitted cardigan. Cardigan means jacket. And narrator recognized that that lady wore her mother's जैकेट. इट वॉज नीटेड, मतलब गूंथा हुआ जो जैकेट था वो पहना था. द वुडन बटन्स वर रादर पैल फ्रॉम वॉशिंग एंड द बटन्स वर देर दोज द बटन वर पैल. पैल मतलब धोने के बाद वो थोड़े पैल हो गए थे, फीके पड़ गए थे, फेडेड हो गए थे. शी शो दैट आई वॉज लुकिंग एट द कार्डिजन एंड half hid herself again behind the door. When that lady noticed that narrator looking at her jacket, that lady tried to hide behind the door. But I knew now that I was right. So that lady tried to hide herself behind the door. So here, narrator thought that she was not wrong. It was the right address. Well, you knew my mother, I asked. So narrator asked that lady knew her mother. Have you come back? Said the woman. I thought that no one had come back. So that woman said that कि तू वापस आ गई. मैंने सोचा कि कोई वापस नहीं आएगा. Only me. Narrator said that only me, मतलब मैं ही वापस आई हूँ. A door opened and closed in the passing behind her. A musty smell emerged. Emerged means came out. And from that house, little bit, smell, dirty smell came out. I regret. I cannot do anything for you. That lady said that she was very sorry for that and she couldn't do anything. I have come here specially on the train. I wanted to talk to you for a moment. Narrator said that she had been there by a train and she wanted to talk with that lady. It is not convenient for me now, said the woman. Woman said that it was not convenient time to talk with her or whatever. I cannot see you another time. That lady said. She nodded and cautiously closed the door as though no one inside the house should be disturbed. That lady nodded and closed the door. But even though there was no one in the house, but though she said that it was not convenient time, और कोई था भी नहीं जो डिस्टर्ब हो, फिर भी उसने कह दिया कि it was not convenient time. I stood where I was on the step. The curtain in front of the bay window moved. Whatever on the other side window, bay window, it means that on the other side window, and window has a glass. Someone stared at me and would then have asked what I wanted. Oh, nothing. The woman would have said it was nothing. So in front another house window open and someone asked कि उसको क्या चाहिए. मतलब वो तो दरवाज़ा बंद हो गया, लेकिन मे बी पड़ोसी ने पूछा कि क्या चाहिए. Narrator said that nothing. It was nothing, कि कुछ भी नहीं है. I looked at the name plate again. Here there was a name plate on the wall. Dorling, it said. Dorling means नाम है वो लेडी का. In black letters. The name was written in black letters on white enamel. Enamel means जो टॉप कोट होता है, जो वर्निश और वाइट कलर का जो हार्ड सरफेस होता है, on that it was written Dorling. And on the jamb means जो साइड प्लेस होता है डोर का, बिट हायर साइड प्लेस होता है थोड़ा सा दरवाजे के ऊपर, ये लिखा था डोरलिंग. द नंबर वॉज 46. एज आई वॉकड स्लोली, सो हियर द एड्रेस इज गिवन एंड द एड्रेस वॉज करेक्ट वन. As I walked slowly back to the station, here first time narrator was failed because that lady couldn't recognize narrator. As I walked slowly back to the station, I thought about my mother. Here on the way, she was thinking about her mother, who had given me the address years ago, and her mother had given her the address of this lady, whom she had given her possessions. It had been in the First half of the war. I was home for a few days, and it struck me immediately that something or other about the rooms had changed. So once she went there home, she thought that her house was a little bit changed. I missed various things. So the narrator was missing some things or various things. My mother was surprised I should have noticed so quickly. And here, narrator's mother was surprised. Then she told me about Mrs. Dorling. I had never heard of her, but apparently she was an old acquaintance. Acquaintance means companion of my mother, whom she hadn't seen for years. ओके, जब वो नरेटर अपने घर जाती है तब कई सारी चीज़ों को मिसिंग देखती है. तब उसकी मदर ने उसको मिसेस डोरिंग के बारे में बताते, डोरलिंग के बारे में, कि वो उसको चीज़ें सब दे रही है. शी हैड सडनली टर्न्ड अप एंड रिन्यूड देयर कॉन्टेक्ट. सिंस देन शी हैड कम रेगुलरली. इन दिस वे दे मेट ईच अदर. बट वो जो बाद में वो लेडी थी, मिसेस डोरलिंग, वो ऑफन विजिट करती थी उसकी मम्मी का. एवरी टाइम शी लिव्स हियर शी टेक्स समथिंग होम विथ हर, सेड माई मदर. और नेरेटर्स मदर कहती है कि जब वो हर बार आती है तब यहाँ से कुछ ना कुछ लेकर जाती है. शी टुक ऑल द टेबल सिल्वर इन वन गो मीन्स वंस शी कम एंड शी हैड टेकन ऑल द टेबल क्लोथ्स and then the antique plates and that hung there, and whatever the antique plates were there, that had been taken by that lady. She had trouble lugging those large vases जो फुलदानी जो होती है. So once it was very trouble for her to bring those or to carry those wash, and I'm worried she got a creak in her back from the crockery. And here हर मदर वॉज वरीड कि इतना जो ड्रैग कर रही है, इतनी भारी जो वास है उसको उठा रही है, तो उसके जो बैक पेन में मे बी पेन हो सकता है. माई मदर शुक हर हेड पिटिंगली. एंड हियर नरेटर्स मदर शुक हर हेयर पिटिंगली मीन्स दया के साथ. वो लेडी पर थोड़ी दया करते हैं कि बेचारी कितनी सारी भारी चीज़ों को उठा रही है. आई वुड नेवर हैव डेयर्ड आस्क हर, बट here narrator had no dare to ask about this, that why her mother giving all the possessions or all the things to her. She suggested it to me herself. She even insisted. She wanted to save all my nice things. If we have to leave here, we shall lose everything, she says. As they were Jews, so they were unable to take all the things with them, right? तो वो तो शायद वो जगह छोड़नी पड़े, तो ये सब चीज़ें नहीं उठा सकती. एंड दैट इज़ वाई हर मदर वॉज गिविंग ऑल द थिंग्स टू दैट लेडी, सो शी विल कीप दोज थिंग्स सेफ. हैव यू एग्रीड विथ हर दैट शी शुड कीप एवरीथिंग? नरेटर आस्क्ड हर मदर कि वो एग्री है कि वो सब चीज़ें अपने पास रखेगी. If that's necessary, my mother cried. मदर साउटेड कि हाँ, अगर ज़रूरत पड़ी. इट वुड सिंपली बी एन इंसल्ट टू टॉक लाइक दैट. हियर नरेटर्स मदर डिड नॉट लाइक कि नरेटर जो उसको इतने सवाल पूछ रहे उसके बारे में. एंड थिंक अबाउट द रिस्क शी इज़ रनिंग each time she goes out our door with a full of suitcase or bag. So that lady was so concerned about नरेटर्स मदर्स बिलोंगिंग, कि उसकी वो कितनी कंसर्न है, हमारी चीज़ों को संभाल कर रखना चाहती है, और हम उस पर ब्लेम करें वो भी सही बात नहीं है. ऐसा जो है नरेटर की मदर मानती है. और इन दिस वे एवरी टाइम शी यूज टू गो विथ हर अ बैग और अ फुल ऑफ सूटकेस. माई मदर सीम्ड टू नोटिस that I was not entirely convinced, and here narrator's mother noticed that narrator was not entirely convinced. She was not happy, she was not convinced that these things, whatever her mother was doing was correct. She looked at me reprovingly. Reprovingly means जैसे ऐसा जैसे डांटने की तरह उसको देखती है, जैसे चेहरे पर डांटने की एक्सप्रेशन दिखाती है उसकी मदर. She looked at me reprovingly. After that, we spoke no more about it. And later, on this matter, narrator and her mother never talked about that. Meanwhile, I had arrived at the station without having paid much attention to things on the way. Okay, in this way, the first visit was failed. She had returned to her city or her village जहाँ पर भी रहती थी वापस आ जाती है. On the way, she didn't attention on the things. रास्ते में जो भी चीज़ें आई उस पर उसने कभी ध्यान नहीं दिया. I was walking in familiar place again for the first time since the war, but I did not want to go further than was necessary. Okay, so I didn't want to upset myself with the sight of street and house full of memories from a previous time. And whenever she remembers and recalls about the things about the mothers, her heart filled with full of pain and regret, and बहुत सैडनेस से भर जाता था. So she decided not to think about much on this matter. In the train back, I saw Mrs. Doring in front of me again, as I had the first time I met her. It was the morning after the day my mother had told me about her. So अगेन वो अपने पास्ट में चली जाती है कि इन द ट्रेन बैक आई शो मिसेस डोलिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ मी अगेन एज आई हेड द फर्स्ट टाइम आई मेट हर. सो कब फर्स्ट टाइम उसको कब मिली थी, अगेन वो अपने पुराने दिनों में नरेटर है वो वापस जाती है कि एक वक्त क्या हुआ था. इट वॉज मॉर्निंग टाइम एंड इट वॉज मॉर्निंग आफ्टर द डे माई मदर हैड टोल्ड मी अबाउट हर, कि उसकी मम्मी ने मिसिस डोरलिंग के बारे में बताया था. आई हैड गोट अप लेट एंड कमिंग डाउन स्टेयर. वन डे narrator got up late and she came down or downstairs. I saw my mother about to see someone out, and here someone was going out from her house, a woman with a broad back, and that lady had a broad back, and वो कोई और नहीं but Mrs. Dorling थी. There is my daughter, said my mother. She beckoned to me. Beckoned means to call. The woman nodded and picked up the suitcase under the coat rack. She wore a brown coat and shapeless hat. So here, narrator got a chance to see that lady, but पूरा उसको देख नहीं पाई because उस लेडी की जो broad back थी वही दिखी. Does she live far away? I asked, seeing the difficulty she had going out of the house with the heavy case. Okay, so narrator asked her mother कि क्या वो दूर रहती. I asked means narrator asked, or it may be difficult for her to carry those things. In Marconi Street, said my mother, number 46, remember that. So पुराने दिनों में उसकी मदर ने उसको एड्रेस दिया था. Now years and years passed. Narrator remember her mother's possession, her mother's belonging, और वापस जाती है. ये बात जो है अभी प्रेजेंट में है, लेकिन ये बात कब हुई थी, जब उसको उसके रास्ते पर उसको सब ये याद आता है कि उसकी मदर ने उसके बारे में बताया था. ओके, यहाँ तक तो क्लियर हो गया. आई हैड रिमेंबर इट बट आई हैड वेटेड अ लॉन्ग टाइम टू गो देर. लॉन्ग टाइम टू गो देर मीन्स क्योंकि वर्ल्ड वॉर चल रहा था एंड दे शिफ्टेड समवेयर एल्स. नाउ ईयर्स एंड ईयर्स पास्ड. वर्ल्ड वॉर ख़त्म हो गया, एवरीथिंग वॉज ओके. Initially after the liberation, now the country was liberated, I was absolutely not interested in all that stored stuff, and naturally I was also rather afraid of it. Actually, narrator was not interested in those things and also afraid of being confronted with things that had belonged to a connection that no longer existed. Underline this word, no longer existed means उसकी मम्मी जो है अब वो एग्जिस्ट मतलब वो है नहीं, वो डाइड हो चुकी है, और वो ऐसी चीज़ों का वो सामना नहीं करना चाहती जिसके साथ उसकी मम्मी की यादें जुड़ी हुई है. ओके और सपोज कि वो मांगने भी जाएगी, सो शी में बी अपोज्ड, सी में बी रेसिस्ट, वो लेडी उसको डायरेक्टली मना भी कर देगी. सो नो लॉन्गर एग्जिस्टेड मीन्स उसकी मम्मी इस दुनिया में भी नहीं है. विच वर हिडन अवे इन द कबर्ड्स एंड बॉक्सेस एंड वेटिंग इन वेन अंटिल दे वर पुट बैक इन देयर प्लेस अगेन, विच हैड एंड्यूर्ड ऑल दोस ईयर्स बिकॉज दे वर थिंग्स. और वो भी वो चीज़ें ही तो थी. ओके और ये सब चीज़ें कहाँ पर है? इट वॉज पैक्ड इन द कपबोर्ड्स एंड बॉक्सेस. सो इट इज़ वेन. एक वेन मतलब वो व्यर्थ होगा अगर वो उसके बारे में बात करे या फिर वो चीज़ें वापस लेने की वो सोचे, तो भी इट इज़ वेन. बट ग्रेजुअली एवरीथिंग बिकम मोर नॉर्मल अगेन. नाउ द लाइफ इज़ ऑन ट्रैक. मतलब सब कुछ नॉर्मल था. ब्रेड वॉज गेटिंग टू बी लाइटर कलर. देर वॉज अ बेड यू कुड स्लीप इन अंडर अनथ्रेटन. मतलब अब कोई डर भी नहीं था. A room with a view you were more used to glancing at each day. And one day I noticed I was curious about all the possessions that must still be at that address. And here, that narrator thought about the things, and already her mother had given her an address. I wanted to see them, touch, remember. So here, narrator wanted to see those things. She wanted to touch those things. She wanted to remember those things because with those things, her memories were there with those things, right? उसकी यादें उससे जुड़ी हुई थी. आफ्टर माई फर्स्ट विजिट इन वेन. तो पहली विजिट तो वेन हो गई बिकॉज दैट लेडी डिडंट रिकग्नाइज द नरेटर. सो आफ्टर माई फर्स्ट विजिट इन वेन, VAI इन वेन मीन्स व्यर्थ हो जाना, फेल हो जाना. After my first visit in vain to Mrs. Dorling's house, I decided to try second time. So here narrator wanted to try for the second time. Now a girl of about 15 opened the door to me. Okay, so she went on the same address for the second time. And this time 15-year-old girl opened the door. I asked her if her mother was at home. So narrator asked about her mother. No, she said. My mother's doing an errand. Errand means she went on short trip. No matter, I said, I will wait for her. So narrator कहते कि okay, वो उसके लिए wait करेंगे. I followed the girl along the passage as she entered into the house. Along the passage, an old-fashioned iron Hanukkah. It means that the Feast of Lights, a Hebrew festival in December. Candle holder hung next to a mirror. We never used it because it was much more cumbersome. Cumbersome means heavy than a single candlestick. So here, narrator show an old-fashioned iron Hanukkah which was belongs to them. वास्तव में वो भी नरेटर का ही था और नरेटर सोचती है कि उसने कभी वो यूज़ नहीं किया था बिकॉज इट वॉज क्वाइट cumbersome, it was quite heavy. Will not you sit down? Asked the girl. Asked narrator to sit down. She held open the door of the living room and I went inside past her. Means narrator followed that girl. I stopped, horrified. And here narrator stopped there. She became little bit afraid. She horrified. I was in a room I knew and did not know. I found myself in the midst of the things I did not want to see again, but which oppressed me in the strange atmosphere. Okay, so here, where she was surrounded with those things. वो ऐसी चीज़ों से सराउंडेड थी जो चीज़ें उसको बिलोंग्स करती थी, वो उसकी थी, लेकिन वो लेडी को देने के बाद वो उस लेडी ने कभी वापस नहीं की. और बिकॉज ऑफ द tasteless way everything was arranged, because of the ugly furniture or the muggy smell that hung there. I don't know, but I scarcely dared to look around me. Okay, so whatever the things were there, those things were arranged in a tasteless way. पूरा यहाँ से वहाँ था और अगली फर्नीचर वहाँ पर था. एंड द डेमलेस स्मेल, वो जो बुरी स्मेल वहाँ से आ रही थी. आई डोंट नो बट आई हार्डली डे टू लुक अराउंड मी. और उसको वो वहाँ पर आसपास में वो थोड़ा सा देखती है. बट सी इट वॉज टेस्टलेस, इट वॉज एवरीथिंग, द फर्नीचर इज अरेंज्ड इन अ बैड वे. The girl moved a chair. I sat down and stared at the wooden tablecloth. So there was a tablecloth on the table. I rubbed it. Narrator उसको रब करती है. My fingers grew warm from rubbing. और उसकी जो उसमें से उसको warmth मिली as she rubbed the tablecloth. I followed the lines of the pattern. Somewhere on the edge there should be a burn mark that had never been repaired, and some of the burn marks were there on the tablecloth, and those burn marks could have never been repaired. My mother, I will be back soon, said the girl. I have already made tea for her. Will you have a cup? So that girl offered narrator a cup of tea because she had made the tea for her mother. So she had offered a cup of tea to the narrator. Thank you. I looked up. The girl put cups already on the table tea. So the tea was ready for the narrator. She had a broad back, just like her mother, and that 15-year-old girl had a broad back like her mother. She poured tea from a white pot. All it had was gold border on the lid. I remembered. So that cup and that pot were belongs to narrator. और उसको बराबर वो उसको याद है कि वो ये चीज़ें उन सब की है. She opened a box and took some spoon out. That's nice box, I heard my own voice. Okay, वो खुद ही बोलती कितना अच्छा बॉक्स है. It was a strange voice, as though each sound was different in this room. ऐसा लगता था जैसे कोई अजीब सा आवाज़, डिफरेंट वॉइस उसको सुनाई देती हो. Oh, you know about them? She had turned round and brought me my tea. So that girl brought tea for the narrator. She laughed. My mother says it is antique. That girl said that her mother used to say that crockery और जो भी है वो antique है. We have got lots of more. That girl said that कि उसके पास और भी बहुत सारे हैं. She pointed round the room. See for yourself. She pointed round the room. It means that पूरे रूम में वो crockery बताती है कि आप देख सकते हो. So many antique pieces are there. I had no need to follow her hand. Okay, narrator knew everything about the things because those things belongs to narrator and her mother. I knew which things she meant. I just looked at the still life over the tea table. As a child, I had always fancied the apple on the pewter plate. So here, I just looked at the still life. Still life, it means not moving. जैसे एक शांत सा एक जीवन है. टी टेबल पर उसने एक ऐसा जीवन देखा जो शांत है. As a child, I had always fancied means imagined, कल्पना करना. द एप्पल ऑन द प्यूटर मीन्स जिंक का जो एक मेटल आता है उसकी जो प्लेट होती है वो प्यूटर प्लेट. वी यूज इट फॉर एवरीथिंग, सी सेड. दैट गर्ल सेड that they use those plates for everything. Once we even ate of the plates hanging there on the wall. That girl said that as they use the things they hang those plates on the wall. I wanted to so much, but it wasn't anything special. That girl said that once they had taken or they had eaten the food in those plates. That girl wanted to eat in that plate, but it was not so special, or she could not see any special in that thing. Yes, I said. Narrator ने कहा कि हाँ. You get so used to touching all these lovely things in the house, you hardly look at them anymore. यहाँ पर नरेटर हाँ तो कहाँ कई बार क्या होता है कि हम घर में पड़ी हुई सुंदर चीज़ों को छूने में इतने व्यस्त हो जाते हैं कि आप फिर शायद ही उन पर नज़र डालते हैं. So many special things are there in our house, but we do not notice. We notice when the things are not there, right? You only notice when something is missing because it has to be repaired or because you have lent it. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल कभी रिपेयर के लिए जाती है या कभी लेंट किया होता है तो ही वो चीज़ें यहाँ से निकलती है हमारे घर में से और तभी हमारा वहाँ पर ध्यान जाता है. अदरवाइज मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर इन आवर हाउस. कितनी सारी चीज़ें हमारे घर में होती है बट वी डू नॉट नोटिस देयर. Again, I heard the unnatural sound of my voice and I went on. I remember my mother once asked me if I would help her polish the silver. So, here, these are the recallings, these are the memories कि जो नरेटर है वो सब उसके पास्ट में चली जाती है और उसकी पुरानी जो यादें उसको मिस करती है, राइट. सो शी वॉज रिकॉलिंग हर मेमोरीज. It was a very long time ago. I was probably bored that day, or perhaps I had to stay at home because I was ill. One day, narrator was ill, and she had to stay at home due to her illness, as she had never asked me before. Okay, although her mother did not ask her to polish anything, but on that day she was getting bored. वो ऑलरेडी बोर हो रही थी और इसीलिए उसकी मम्मी ने वो चीज़ों को पॉलिश करने के लिए कहा था. I asked her which silver she meant and she replied, surprised, that it was the spoons, forks and knives, of course. सो नरेटर आस्क्ड हर मदर कि विच थिंग्स, कौन सी सिल्वर चीज़ों पर लगाना है. उसकी मम्मी सरप्राइज होते हुए कहा कि स्पून से, फोक से, नाइव से. एंड दैट वॉज द स्ट्रेंज थिंग्स आई डिड नॉट नो. द cutlery we ate of every day was silver, and on that day narrator noticed that कि जो भी वो चीज़ें खा रहे, जिसमें भी वो खा रहे, all those things were of silver. The girl laughed again. I bet you don't know it is either. I looked intently at her. Okay, so that girl laughed again. वो लड़की थोड़ा हंसती है. What we eat with? She asked. हम किसके साथ किससे खाते हैं? वेल डू यू नो, वो पूछती है कि आप जानती हो. सी हेजिटेटेड. सी वॉक्ड टू द साइड बोर्ड एंड वॉन्टेड टू ओपन अ ड्रोवर. आई विल लुक, इट इज़ इन हियर. आई जम्प्ड अप. उसने वो ड्रोवर खोला और बताया कि ये यहाँ पर चीज़ें पड़ी हुई है. आई जम्प्ड अप मीन्स नरेटर है वो जंप करती है. आई वॉज फॉरगेटिंग द टाइम. आई मस्ट कैच माई ट्रेन. एंड here narrator has forgotten about the time. She has to catch the train too. She had her hand on the drawer. Don't you want to wait for my mother? Okay, so here as she was getting late, तो वो लड़की कहती है कि आपको मेरी मम्मी की वेट नहीं करनी है. No, I must go. I walked to the door. The girl pulled the drawer open. I can find my own way. Okay, so that girl pulled the drawer open. उसने वो pulled खींचा, drawer open किया. I can find my own way. As I walked down the passage, I heard the jingling of spoon and forks. उसने जैसे वो वहाँ से चली जाती है, जो नरेटर है वो अपने ट्रेन पकड़ने के लिए. एंड एज सी वॉज कमिंग डाउन फ्रॉम द पैसेज, वो पैसेज जो है उससे उतरती है, तब उसने देखा कि साउंड सुना उसने. जिंगलिंग मीन्स कुछ चीज़ें गिरती है जब मेटल्स की, तब जो साउंड निकलता है. सो सी हर्ड द जिंगलिंग ऑफ स्पून एंड फोक्स. At the corner of the road, I looked up at the nameplate. Marconi Street, it is said. So, narrator looked up at the nameplate. It was saying that it was Marconi Street. I had been at number 46. The address was correct, but now I didn't want to remember it anymore. So here narrator did not want to remember that number plate, the address. I would not go back there because the objects that are linked in your memories with the familiar life of former times instantly lost their values. When served from them, you see them again in strange surrounding. so she doesn't want to see or visit the place which was familiar to her. और वो इस सब चीज़ों से घिरी हुई है, हाँ, पूरी सराउंडिंग वो चीज़ों से घिरी हुई है जो उसको उसकी पास्ट टाइम की याद दिलाती है, और वो यादों से दुख पैदा होता है, सैडनेस आ जाती है. And what should I have done with them in a small rented room where the shreds of blackout paper still hung along the windows and no more than a handful of cutlery fitted in the narrow table drawer? And the narrator also thought that she was living in a small rented room. वो एक छोटे से रेंटेड रूम में रह रही है. नाउ दोज प्रीसियस एंटिक पीस जो उसके लिए थे, दोज वर यूजलेस टू हर, कि वो सब इतनी सारी चीज़ें वो उसको रखती भी कहाँ. ओके, सो वो एक रेंटेड कमरे में रह रही थी, उसके लिए वो सब चीज़ें कुछ नहीं थी, कुछ मायने नहीं रखती थी. And here one word is given, shred. Shred means pieces. So the shreds of black out paper still hung along the windows and no more than a handful of cutlery fitted in the narrow table drawer. So this is a description about her house where she was living, कि पूरे वहाँ पर ब्लैक कलर के काले जो टुकड़े हुए वहाँ पर अभी भी लटक रहे हैं, और सम हैंडफुल ऑफ कटलेरी आर फिटेड इन द नेरो टेबल ड्रॉवर, और कुछ उसके कटलेरी जो हैंडफुल मतलब थोड़ी सी कुछ कटलेरी है जो वहाँ पर नेरो टेबल पे अभी भी उसको देख रही है. तो मतलब उसके लिए वो जो उसकी मम्मी के वक्त की, उसके मदर के वक्त की जो बिलोंगिंग थी उसके लिए यूजलेस थी. यूजलेस, वाई इट वॉज यूजलेस? as she was living in a small rented room, right? So those things were useless for her, and also these things जो उसकी वो चीज़ें थी उसके मदर के टाइम की, वो उसको उसकी मम्मी की याद दिलाती थी. एंड सी वॉन्टेड टू मूव ऑन हर लाइफ, वो अपने जीवन में आगे बढ़ना चाहती थी. आई रिसॉल्व्ड टू फॉरगेट द एड्रेस. सी फॉरगेट about everything about the address too. Of all the things I had to forget, that would be the easiest. मतलब उसके लिए इतनी आसान तो नहीं है, बट उसके लिए भूल जाना ही उसके जीवन में उसके जीवन में उसको आगे बढ़ाएगा. एंड टू फॉरगेट ऑल द थिंग्स, इट विल बी ईजी फॉर हर, कि वो सब चीज़ों को भूल जाने उसके लिए आसान था. अगर वो चीज़ें उसके जीवन में आएगी, इट विल ब्रिंग्स मोर डिफ़िकल्ट टू हर. सो इट इज़ ईजियर फॉर हर टू फॉरगेट ऑल दोज थिंग्स. सो इन दिस वे हियर द चैप्टर ओवर. यहाँ पर जो नरेटर है वो सब कुछ भूल कर जीवन में आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं. तो स्टूडेंट, इन अवर लाइफ टू we should forget the memories, not good memories but bad memories. हमारे जीवन में कुछ बुरी जो यादें होती है उसको निकाल देना चाहिए, बिकॉज वो बुरी जो यादें होती है that bad memories chase us, हमारा पीछा करती है. it does not allow us to live peaceful and it does not allow to live the life peaceful. हमको अच्छे से पीसफुली रहने नहीं देती. एंड इफ़ वी वांट टू मूव ऑन इन आवर लाइफ, हमें हमारे जीवन में अगर आगे बढ़ना है, इफ़ वी वांट टू मूव ऑन in our life, we have to forget all the bad memories, right? And we should move on. And so here there are 4 question and answer that you have to write in your notebook, and the word meaning, you have to read the chapter and find out word meaning. And so again you have to read the chapter, okay, and write the vocabularies and question and answer. Thank you and have a nice day.